trouble with the Jedi Council, but throughout all that, the Jedi Council still wanted him. The Jedi Council knew that Qui Gon Jinn was more of a rebel and would not listen to them as much as somebody else if they had thrown onto the Jedi Order. But it was actually his refusal to bend to the rules that actually led to the Jedi Council saying that they needed him on the Council itself. The Jedi felt that, though, with his wisdom and the way he only trusted in the Force, that it could actually keep them grounded in reality and keep everybody on the Jedi Council in check. And contrary to popular belief, Qui-Gon actually thought about taking up this chance and actually joining the Jedi Council. He thought about it a lot. But ultimately, it came down to the pure fact that he felt as though the Jedi had completely lost their way. He felt as though they were no longer protectors of peace and they were actually just becoming politicians. He knew that they had strayed away from the Force and were no longer listening to it. He thought that they were listening to nothing but the politicians, which was mainly true. They had too many senators, had too many thoughts and feelings going into their head from other people outside of the Force and outside of the Jedi Council itself. And as many of us do know, this is actually one of the contributing factors into why the Jedi actually fell, and why the Jedi completely mistreated Anakin Skywalker in many different occasions and many different ways. Due to their lack of care of Anakin Skywalker, he ended up following Palpatine as a young boy and looking up to Palpatine as a father figure. This is why Anakin Skywalker eventually ended up changing and following Palpatine all the time. Also sticking by these rules and listening to politicians all the time is how Palpatine was able to sneak and live underneath the Jedi's noses the entire time on Coruscant as a senator. Qui-Gon also only following in the Force is the reason why he actually became the very first Force ghost. It wasn't about power, it was about trusting and having faith in the Force. If it was all about power, then Mace Windu and Yoda would have been easily able to become Force Ghosts, but actually Qui-Gon Jinn was the only one to become a Force Ghost first, and he actually taught Yoda how to do it later on.